And again, I say in the original, yeah, the original, it wasn't as difficult. I don't know what the deal is, like why they had to change the way supercharging works. I really wish they had not. Because it was fine the way it was. There was no, like, shifting momentum. You were just ready to go immediately. And you gain more speed by, as that dragon said, don't stop at one supercharge. Which is actually a good hint if it actually worked the way it was supposed to. Alright, so here's my ultimatum. I have 5 more lives and 6, therefore 6 more attempts. If I cannot do it in 6 more attempts, I may just have to off-screen this or put a pin in it for now. I don't know why he doesn't make it. That's so frustrating. Yeah, he just can't make it. I don't know what's going on. He just doesn't make it. Alright. Just shutting my mic off because I'm getting increasingly frustrated. Alright folks, I think we're just going to have to put a pin in this and come back to it. Because, I can't do it. I don't know what's going on, he just misses the jump every time. Just barely misses it. I don't know if my timing is off or something, or I'm just... I don't know. So I'm going to try something else. 1 second. See if lowering the quality might actually help a little. Going to shift it to 60 frames per second, see if that actually helps a little. I know it's going to look wonky, but at least the timing is going to work. Wow, that is different. Because I was able to do this in the PS4 version, which does run at 60 frames per second. So, maybe that may help a little bit. Watch me get first try, and that was my problem. Okay, let me change a couple more things. Nope. Just shy again. But that time it was a little closer. So, I think that was the issue. Just shy. I did that jump perfectly. Come on, game. What? He was up there. Come on. Okay, finally. Got the first jump, but now for the second jump, which is much harder. Now for this final jump. Okay, and that is how you get to the end of this level. Why was it that hard? Alright, let's reset things now that we don't need to worry about that as much now. Okay.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
You know, that's a good question. Does this guy just live here? Is this his hut? Because why in the world was he out here? Well, that was much harder than it needed to be. Now let's just continue to level normally. Or fail miserably yet again, even though it doesn't matter now. I would exit just click exit level, but unfortunately it doesn't count if you do that. I don't know why. Yes, it does not count towards the completion of the level if you just leave. Does that make sense? Okay, let's leave this realm and not talk about it again. We shall discuss that no further. That's probably like a tip number 40 something. I honestly lost count. Let me think. Took about 30 tries and we lost all those lives. Then we had 2 more game overs in a row, so that's 6 more lives each. So it took me 43 tries to get it. Okay, and now this is when the flight levels start to suck. It's not as straightforward. The time limit is not as helpful, and you have to multitask. You don't have a choice. You have to do multiple things at once, basically. Seem to be missing a chest. Oh well, let's get the planes while we're at it. Seem to be missing a chest. I don't know where it is. Oh, never mind. Try again. Oh, I missed that chest. Right. That's what it was. So yes, in order to reach the time limit requirements, you are going to have to multitask. So do several little things at once. One more voter. Okay. That works. Okay, one more boater and I got plenty of time. Or I could hit the wall and fail. That works too. But anyway, you get the idea. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Might as well get the rest of the boaters while I'm at it. Well, that was unnecessary. I don't think I have enough time now. Okay. Maybe I don't need to do that. Let's just go ahead and get the arches out of the way. I'll take care of the boat. I'll ignore the boaters for now. Now I'll go after them. So that way I don't lose track of them. Okay, now then. Time for this whole other section with the chests and the planes. We still got plenty of time. Now I can multitask with these guys. And there we go. Okay. No extras, no fairies, no mess. Just end the level. Okay, next we have the boss. Now, this is actually one of the harder bosses in the game. Sadly, it is one of the only hard bosses. Because the bosses in this game are kind of jokes. You saw how easy Blowhard was. Shemp wasn't that hard. Toasty getting to him is more difficult. But anyway, this guy is called Metalhead. Gee, I wonder what that means. At least they're being a little more literal with the naming convention for the bosses. And yes, there is a skill point. Defeat Metalhead by taking no damage. Getting to him doesn't count. Oh, and yes, the Banana Boys are now wearing metal armor, so flaming them does nothing. And yes, these guys can launch them at you. Bit of a weird concept, but considering we had those suicide soldiers in Dr. Shemp's level, I guess it makes sense. Okay. Now this level is pretty straightforward, but there is a secret. It's down here. There's this little part that's busted out, and this is where the rest of the treasure is for the level. Also, don't let the whirlwind suck you in there. Just keep going up, and then you'll find a key eventually. For the longest time, I never could figure out where that was. Because there's a chest later in the level. Could never figure it out. Okay, now you take the whirlwind. And I can never figure out how to get up here either. Till one day I just looked around. They say gamers never look up. No, they never look down half the time either. Or, you know, gamers' attention spans aren't as high as they should be. I'll fully admit that. Now, I used to think that this guy was Spyro's father.
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
So this boss can only directly hurt you in one way. He fires this laser at you. Otherwise he just tosses minions at you, which is kind of messed up if you think about it. Kind of. Just kind of. And then he has these endless parade of minions that will attack you. But they all die and turn into gems as soon as you clear the area. He can also accidentally destroy them, which I find hilarious. And skill point. Took no damage. Now, what makes him challenging is, yes, you have to multitask. You have to keep an eye on him with his laser and the enemies that he throws at you. He's the first one to really challenge your ability to multitask. That's why I call him a harder boss, but he's not particularly difficult. Also, this is how many minions were waiting. Oh, well, it's a pretty straightforward level. Now, sometimes I can't make this jump. We'll see. That should be the theme for this episode. I can't make jumps today. There we go. Oh, I seem to be missing a gem. Where is it? Oh. From one of his minions. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, the achievements for this game are pretty easy. I platinumed it on my PS4. Well, 5 now. But I did platinum it. Okay. Most annoying realm is finished. World.
Oh, I feel much better. Jump in the balloon, and I'll show you the Dreamweaver's world. Are you ready to go?
Now, have you noticed a theme here with the dragons? The artisans, they were more artsy and had a bunch of cool little features or niche features to some of them. The peacekeepers were more warlike. The magic crafters were more like potion brewers and sages, as well as alchemists, I guess I should say. Potion brewers, what am I talking about? And then, beast makers are the ones that create all the beasts you see. Dreamweavers, I think that kind of speaks for itself. Okay, these enemies are called fools. Fitting. At least they're more animated in this version. Because before they were kind of generic. Isn't this technically treason? This fool over here blasting this cannon, weakening his fellow mates. I guess he's a fool's fool, huh?
Hello, Spyro.
Nicely done.
I'll be done when I've toasted that nasty Nork.
Now, these dragons and the Dreamweavers, they look more fantastical. So, as if they're plucked out of a fantasy world, because this is where all the dreams are made in the Dragon Realms. An interesting concept, I gotta say. And now we can use this cannon against them. I love the noise that the female fools made in the original whenever you defeat him. Bow!
The fools you see in this world are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds all right to me.
So yeah, that's one of the gimmicks to this world. You can attack these fools and then something changes. Now they're invincible, so they really do take no damage, but they do change something in the level when you attack them. Get used to seeing them. They're going to be menaces throughout most of the levels in this realm. Again, I think this the hub areas are called realms, and the worlds, sorry, and the portals are realms. Okay, so there's a very not so known Easter egg right here. This wall doesn't exist. This was apparently a test area that they left in the game originally, and then they just made an invisible wall in this game. In the remake. Now if you're fast enough, you don't even need to attack the other fool. It is the flying world. I don't like that one either. It is annoying. Oh yeah, another thing about Dreamweavers is all the realms in the world are above bottomless pits. Yes, we're really going into that cliche. I think technically speaking, you're supposed to free this dragon first, but well.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
Alright, and that is all for this level. Okay, so 3 worlds, 3 realms in the world, 1 flight level, 1 boss level, as usual. Let's hit Lofty Castle first, but instead... Well, at least we finally got past that mess. I think that's a good place to stop. So until next time, Ryo no Kage 33 signing off.